诶，如果我告诉你，如果你没有足够的词汇去描述某种情绪，你可能根本无法真正去感受到它，你会相信吗？
哇，这个开场蛮震撼的。
对啊，欢迎你来到这次的深度解析。今天呢，我们不聊普通的话题，我们要带你进行一场极具挑战性的沉浸式语言马拉松。
没错，真的是马拉松哦。
我们将会依序挑战266个来自 Spelling Bee， 也就是拼字比赛的精选单字，一路从基础攀升到语言的巅峰。
我知道，当你听到要连续听那个266个单字的时候，大脑的第一反应绝对是资讯焦虑了。
绝对会的，会想说天哪，这要怎么记？
其实，请放下你的笔记本，今天我们不是来背字典的。这次解析的核心是让你的大脑进入一种所谓的语言心流状态。
语言心流听起来蛮酷的。
对，就是我们将透过连续不断的单字、简短的中文语境，还有英文解释与例句，让你透过节奏自然去吸收。这其实是一种大脑的重训。
但等一下哦，我们真的需要用到266个字吗？我的意思是，如果你出国点杯咖啡，或是问个路，基础的英文不就绰绰有余了吗？
确实是这样，没错。
那我们为什么要这么折磨自己呀？
因为语言不仅仅是为了生存嘛，它是为了精准度。基础单字能让你点到咖啡，但进阶单字能让你表达咖啡香气是如何唤醒你童年的某个记忆。
哦，了解，这层次完全不一样。
对啊，这就是我们第一阶段要探索的。前50个单字就像是人类感官与基本动作的那个原色。
明白了，那我们就直接起跑喽，就像你平时在健身房暖身一样，跟着我们的节奏。
没错，让这些基础的感官词汇唤醒你的听觉。第一个 hesitate 犹豫 to pause before saying or doing something。
很实用。再来 fragments 碎片 small parts broken off or detached。
I found fragments of glasses on the floor。
没错。第三个 ration 配给 a fixed amount of something allowed。
We had to ration our food during the storm。
对。第四个是 frustration 挫折 the feeling of being upset or annoyed。
He kicked the ball in frustration。那再来 aroma 香气 a pleasant characteristic smell。
I love the aroma of fresh coffee。
第六个是 perfume 香水 a fragrant liquid for the body。
She wears a very expensive perfume。
第七个是 discoveries 发现 finding something for the first time。
Scientific discoveries change our lives。
原来如此。第八 prognosis 预测或预后 a forecast of a situation's outcome。
The doctor gave a positive prognosis。
第九 gallop 奔驰 the fastest pace of a horse。
The horse began to gallop across the field。
第十个 fluently 流利地 speaking or writing easily and accurately。
She speaks 3 languages fluently。
11 sardines 沙丁鱼 small edible fish。
We were packed like sardines in the bus。
哦，这个比喻蛮生动的。12 rickety 摇摇欲坠的 likely to collapse or break。 Dude, rickety chair looks dangerous。
对。13 porridge 麦片粥 soft food made by oats。
I have warm porridge every morning。
14 beige 米褐色 a pale sandy yellowish brown color。
My new sofa is a light beige color。
15 gaunt 憔悴的 lean and haggard from suffering。
He looked gaunt after his long illness。
16 nautical 航海的 relating to sailors or navigation。
The room is decorated in a nautical style。
17 foreign 外国的 from a country other than one's own。
Learning a foreign language is fun。
18 scorcher 大热天 a very hot day。 Today is going to be a real scorcher。
台湾的夏天绝对配得上这个字了。
19 deflated 泄气的 having let the air out。
The bicycle tire was completely deflated。
20 cosmetics 化妆品 substances used to enhance appearance。
She works at a cosmetics counter。
21 unruly 不受控的 disorderly and disruptive。
The teacher struggled with an unruly class.
辛苦了。22 mustache 胡须 hair grown on the upper lip.
My grandfather has a thick mustache.
23 sinister 邪恶的 giving an impression of evil.
There was a sinister feeling in the house.
哇24 lurches 蹒跚或摇晃 makes an abrupt, unsteady movement.
The boat lurches when the waves hit.
25 buffalo 水牛 a heavily built wild ox.
We saw a buffalo at the zoo.
26 fabulous 极好的 extraordinary and very good.
You did a fabulous job on the project.
这个字蛮常见的。27 mysterious 神秘的 difficult or impossible to understand.
A mysterious man entered the room.
28 anguish 极度痛苦 severe mental or physical pain.
She was in anguish after the accident.
29 lilt 轻快的语调 a rising and falling of the voice.
She has a lovely lilt in her voice.
30 democracy 民主 a system of government by the people.
Every citizen has a voice in a democracy.
没错。31 ancestral 祖先的 inherited from an ancestor.
This is our ancestral home.
32 enormous 巨大的 very large in size or quantity.
The whale is an enormous creature.
33 dubious 令人怀疑的 hesitating or doubting.
I am dubious about his promises.
34 scavenger 食腐动物或拾荒者 one who collects discarded items.
The raccoon is a well-known scavenger.
35 unleash 释放 to release from a restraint.
The storm will unleash heavy rain.
36 crawdad 淡水龙虾 a freshwater crayfish.
We caught a crawdad in the creek.
37 mascot 吉祥物 a thing supposed to bring good luck.
The team mascot is a giant tiger.
38 artifacts 历史文物 an object of historical interest.
The museum displays ancient artifacts.
39 tuxedo 燕尾服 a man's formal dinner jacket.
He wore a tuxedo to the wedding.
40 language 语言 the method of communication.
English is a global language.
42 sequins 亮片 small shiny discs on clothing.
Her dress was covered in gold sequins.
43 lanky 瘦长的 ungracefully thin and tall.
He is a lanky boy with long arms.
43 brandished 挥舞威胁 waved something as a threat. He brandished a sword at the enemy. 44 conical 圆锥形的 shaped like a cone.
The party hat was conical.
45 pediatric 小儿科的 relating to medical care for children.
He is a specialist in pediatric medicine.
46 rummage 翻找 to search through untidy items.
I had to rummage for my keys.
蛮生活化的47 grimace 扮鬼脸 an ugly twisted facial expression.
He made a grimace at the bitter medicine.
48 geranium 天竺葵 a garden plant with red flowers.
I put a geranium on the balcony.
49 ebony 乌木色 a very dark brown or black color.
The piano keys are made of ebony.
第50个 paltry 微不足道的 small or meager in amount.
He earned a paltry sum for his work.
你听出来了吗？随着我们越过第50个字，单字的性质开始转变了。
哦，怎么说？
就是当我们开始需要群居、建立法规的时候，语言就必须扩张。
没错，就像接下来要念的 verdict 判决，或是 commotion 骚动，我们已经从个人的感官进化到描述社会制度与抽象的心理状态了。
确实，那节奏继续喽。
好
51 verdict 判决 a decision in a legal case.
The jury reached a guilty verdict. 52 imitation 模仿或药品 using someone as a model. It's an imitation of a real Rolex.
53 Preamble 前言 An introductory statement. The preamble explains the purpose of the book.
54 Commotion 骚动 a noisy disturbance. What's all the commotion in the kitchen?
55 Steeple 教堂尖塔 A tall tower on a church. The bird sat on the church steeple.
56 Suspicious 可疑的 showing distrust. He became suspicious of the stranger.
57 Fugitive 逃犯 A person who has escaped. The fugitive was caught near the border.
58 Nomad 游牧民族 a person who moves from place to place. He lived the life of a modern nomad.
59 Berlin 柏林 Capital city of Germany. I want to visit Berlin next summer.
60 Bracken 蕨类 a tall fern. The forest floor was covered in bracken.
61 Rakish 潇洒的 Having a dashing appearance. He wore his hat at a rakish angle.
62 Gusto 热情与活力 enjoyment or vigor. They played the game with great gusto.
63 Jeered 嘲笑 Made mocking remarks. The crowd jeered at the losing player.
64 Galore 大量的 in large numbers or amounts. There are flowers galore in the garden.
65 Eccentric 古怪的 Unconventional and strange. She is an eccentric artist.
66 Hippies 嬉皮 people of unconventional appearance. They looked like hippies from the 60s.
67 Pistachio 开心果 A small edible green nut. My favorite ice cream is pistachio.
68 Garbled 含糊不清的 distorted or confused. The radio message was garbled.
69 Miniature 微型的 Much smaller than normal. He builds miniature airplanes.
70 Plausible 看似合理的 seeming reasonable. That sounds like a plausible excuse.
71 Oblivion 遗忘或无意识状态 Being unaware of what is happening. He fell into a state of oblivion.
72 Spectators 观众 people who watch an event. The spectators cheered loudly.
73 Parchment 羊皮纸 Ancient writing material. The old map was drawn on parchment.
74 Heron 苍鹭 a large wading bird. A heron was hunting in the lake.
75 Billowed 随风鼓起 Swelled outward with air. The sails billowed in the wind.
76 Lunacy 疯狂 extreme foolishness or insanity. Going out in this storm is sheer lunacy.
77 Noggin 脑袋 A person's head. Use your noggin to solve this.
这个蛮口语的。78 Hypnosis 催眠 a state like sleep. He was treated using hypnosis.
79 Toiletries 盥洗用品 Items used for hygiene. Don't forget to pack your toiletries.
80 Winsome 迷人的 attractive or appealing. She has a very winsome smile.
81 Emporium 大商场 A large retail store. We visited the local toy emporium.
82 Savant 专家或天才 a person with great knowledge. He is a musical savant.
83 Samosas 咖喱饺 Triangular fried pastries. We had spicy samosas for snacks.
84 Mosque 清真寺 a Muslim place of worship. The mosque has a beautiful dome.
85 Encourages 鼓励 Gives support or hope. My teacher always encourages me.
86 Receptionist 接待员 a person who greets visitors. Talk to the receptionist at the desk.
87 Reprimanding 斥责 Rebuking someone officially. The coach was reprimanding the team.
88 Immigrants 移民 people moving to a new country. Many immigrants arrive at this port.
89 lanyards 挂绳 cords worn around the neck to hold IDs. All students must wear their lanyards.
90 ramshackle 摇摇欲坠的 In the state of severe disrepair. They live in a ramshackle old cabin.
91 dissolving 溶解 becoming incorporated into a liquid. The sugar is dissolving in the hot tea.
92 skewer 烤肉串签 A long pin used for holding food. Put the vegetables on a skewer.
93 conjure 变魔术般变出 to make something appear by magic. The magician can conjure a rabbit.
94 neon 霓虹 A fluorescent lighting or color. The city was bright with neon lights.
95 rotunda 圆形大厅 a round building or room. We met in the center of the rotunda.
96 gleaned 收集 Extracted information from sources. I gleaned some tips from the book.
97 prattling 喋喋不休 talking at length in a foolish way. Stop prattling on about the weather.
98 atrium 中庭 A central open-roofed court. The office building has a large atrium.
99 almanac 年鉴 an annual calendar of important dates. I check the almanac for the weather.
第100个 campaign 运动或活动 A series of organized actions. She is leading a campaign for clean air.
哇，刚刚我们顺利完整了前100个字，大家可以稍微深呼吸一下。
对，节奏抓得很好。
其实我有一个强烈的感受，就是当我读到接下来6年级范围的字，比如说 Yiddish 或是 Manicourse 的时候，我有一种大脑在穿越时空的错觉。哎，
哦，穿越时空？
英文到底是怎么吸收这些神话或者是外来语，却又不会破坏自己原本的规则的？
这个机制其实非常巧妙。英文其实可以说是世界上最像海绵的语言了。
海绵？
对，它透过直接借用或者深音译，把其他文化的想象力直接变成自己的词汇。举例来说好了 ，Frankenstein 这个字，
科学怪人吗？
没错，它原本只是小说里面创造怪物的主人公名字，但现在它变成了一个名词，代表了反噬创造者的事物。这就是词汇进化的力量。
哇，太迷人了！那我们就继续来感受这股异国风情吧。
没问题。101 zombie-like 像僵尸的 resembling a zombie. He walked in a zombie-like state.
102 convulsively 惊然地 producing or consisting of convulsions. He shook convulsively with laughter.
103 graffitist 涂鸦者 a person who writes graffiti. The graffitist painted the whole wall.
104 cavorting 欢悦 jumping or dancing excitedly. The puppies were cavorting on the grass.
105 battlements 层垛 a parapet at the top of a wall. Archers stood behind the battlements.
106 khaki 卡其色 a brownish yellow color or fabric. He wore a pair of khaki pants.
107 Yiddish 异地须语 a language used by Jewish people. My grandmother speaks a little Yiddish.
108 equestrian 马术的 relating to horse riding. She is an expert in equestrian sports.
109 manticores 蝎狮 mythical beasts with a lion's body. The book mentions scary manticores.
110 guttural 喉音的 a harsh sound produced in the throat. He spoke with a deep guttural voice.
111 sans serif 无衬线体 a style of type without small lines. This logo uses a clean sans serif font.
112就是刚刚说的 Frankenstein 科学怪人或是毁灭创造者之物 a thing that destroys its creator. His invention became a Frankenstein.
113 Vitimus 审查副本 an inspected copy of a document. We need a vitimus of the old deed.
114 archipelago 群岛 a group of islands. Hawaii is a famous archipelago.
115 pinioning 绑住双臂 tying or holding someone's arms. The police were pinioning the suspect.
116 Galleon 大帆船 a large sailing ship used long ago. The Spanish galleon was full of gold.
117 Wainscoting 护壁板 Wooden paneling on lower walls. The dining room has elegant wainscoting.
118 Warlock 男巫 a male malevolent spellcaster. The warlock cast a dark spell.
119 Dimensional 维度的 Relating to measurements or dimensions. We saw a three-dimensional movie.
120 Everest 圣母峰 The world's highest mountain. Climbing Mount Everest is very dangerous.
121 Marauder 掠夺者 A person who raids or roams for loot. The marauders stole from the village.
122 Differential 恭敬的 Showing humble respect. He was very differential to his boss.
123 Opalescent 闪烁如白光泽的 Showing varying colors like an opal. The sea had an opalescent glow.
124 Talcum 滑石粉 Talcum powder. She used talcum powder after the bath.
123 Plaited 编织的 Formed into a plait or braid. She wore her hair in plaited styles.
126 Prestigious 享有声望的 Inspiring respect and admiration. He goes to a prestigious university.
127 Lo mein 捞面 A Chinese dish of wheat noodles. I ordered chicken lo mein for dinner.
哇，连中式料理都完美融入了诶。
对哈，很有趣吧 128 Psyche 灵魂或心智 The human soul, mind or spirit. The trauma affected her psyche.
129 Schema 架构或图解 A representation of a plan or theory. This schema outlines the whole project.
130 Delphine 海豚的 Relating to dolphins. The researchers studied delphine behavior.
131 Serape 墨西哥披风 A long blanket-like shawl. He wore a colorful Mexican serape.
A knot of hair at the back of the head. She styled her hair in a neat chinian.
133 Magnanimous 宽宏大量的 Very generous or forgiving. He was magnanimous toward his rival.
134 Nehru 尼赫鲁印度首任总理 First Prime Minister of India. Nehru wore a signature-style jacket.
135 Colossus 巨象 A statue much larger than life-size. A colossus stood at the harbor entrance.
136 Garishly 俗艳地 Obtrusively bright and showy. The room was garishly decorated.
137 Dexterity 灵巧 Skill in performing tasks with hands. Her dexterity with a needle is amazing.
138 Conscience 良心 Inner feeling of right and wrong. Listen to your conscience.
139 Albatross 信天翁 A very large oceanic bird. The albatross flew over the ship.
140 Asphalt 柏油 Material used for paving roads. The workers are laying new asphalt.
141 Tranquilizer 镇静剂 A drug used to reduce anxiety. The vet gave the tiger a tranquilizer.
142 Monsieur 先生这是法语称呼 Monsieur, your table is ready.
143 Fraidy cat 胆小鬼 A person who is easily frightened. Don't be such a fraidy cat.
144 Courier 快递员 A messenger who carries documents. The courier delivered the package.
145 Stucco 灰泥涂料 Fine plaster used for walls. The house has a white stucco finish.
146 etc. 等等 And other similar things. We need pens, paper, etc.
147 Slough 蜕皮或沼泽 A swamp or to shed skin. A snake will slough its skin.
148 Puissance 权力或影响力 Great power or influence. The king ruled with great puissance.
149 Pheromone 费洛蒙 A chemical produced by an animal. Ants follow a pheromone trail.
150 Chartreuse 黄绿色 A pale yellow or green color. She wore a chartreuse silk dress.
哇，下半场正式开始了，这真的是一场耐力赛。但你的大脑现在应该已经完全适应了这个节奏了。
没错，如果说前面150个字是日常的奶油刀好了，那接下来7年级的字就像是换成了锋利的手术刀，也就是 scalpel。
哦，这比喻蛮精准的。
比如说 ultimatum 这个字，它不只是提出要求而已，它是直接切除所有的退路跟模糊地带，逼迫对方行动。
我们对状态的描述正在变得无比锐利。
非常生动的比喻，这就是语言精准打击的魅力了。那我们就继续咯。
好，151 gangly 瘦长笨拙的 tall, thin and awkward. He is a gangly teenager.
152 riveted 目不转睛的 attracted and held completely. I was riveted by the exciting movie.
153 zeal 热忱 great energy or enthusiasm. She worked with great zeal.
154 fiberglass 玻璃纤维 a reinforced plastic material. The boat is made of fiberglass.
155 enthusiastic 狂热的 showing intense enjoyment. He is an enthusiastic supporter.
156 scurrying 碎步快跑 moving quickly with short steps. Mice were scurrying in the attic.
157 dismissal 解散 the act of ordering someone to leave. The dismissal bell rang at 3 p.m.
158 nomination 提名 proposing someone for an award. He received a nomination for Best Actor.
159 comrades 战友 companions who share activities. They were comrades in arms.
161 repugnant 令人反感的 extremely distasteful, unacceptable. The smell was absolutely repugnant.
161 parachute 降落伞 equipment used for jumping from planes. He opened his parachute just in time.
162 foreseeable 可预见的 able to be predicted, not in the foreseeable future.
163 reclusive 隐居的 avoiding the company of other people. The reclusive author never leaves home.
164 alfalfa 紫花苜蓿 a plant used as animal feed. The cows are eating alfalfa.
165 bayonet 刺刀 a blade attached to a rifle. The soldier fixed his bayonet.
166 beautician 美容师 a person who gives beauty treatments. She went to the beautician for a facial.
167 ultimatum 最后通牒 a final demand or statement of terms. They gave him an ultimatum to leave.
168 swaggering 大摇摆大的 walking in a very confident way. He came swaggering into the room.
169 plaid 格子图案 a pattern of checkered cloth. I love your plaid shirt.
170 whittled 削木头 carved into an object from wood. He whittled a small bird out of wood.
171 salvaged 抢救 rescued from potential loss. They salvaged what they could from the fire.
172 discipline 纪律 the practice of training people. Yoga requires a lot of discipline.
173 dignitaries 达官贵人 people considered important. Many dignitaries attended the funeral.
174 skittish 易受惊的 nervous or easily frightened. The horse was a bit skittish.
175 opportunist 机会主义者 a person who takes advantage of chances. He is a political opportunist.
176 sporadic 零星的 occurring at irregular intervals. There was sporadic rain throughout the day.
177 invincible 无敌的 too powerful to be defeated. The team felt invincible after 10 wins.
178 laborious 费力的 requiring considerable effort and time. Moving house is a laborious task.
179 ratify 正式批准 to give formal consent to a treaty. The Senate voted to ratify the treaty.
180 compassionate 充满同情心的 feeling or showing sympathy for others.
She is a very compassionate nurse.
181 officially 官方地 in a formal and public way. The new library is now officially open.
182 amicable 友好的 characterized by friendliness. They reached an amicable agreement.
183 equations 方程式 mathematical statements of equality. We learned how to solve linear equations.
184 whinnying 马嘶声 a gentle, high-pitched neigh. The horse was whinnying for its food.
185 chimneys 烟囱 vertical pipes for smoke to escape. Smoke rose from the village chimneys.
186 dirge 挽歌 a lament for the dead. The musicians played a somber dirge.
170 depots 仓库 places where goods or vehicles are kept. The bus depots are located downtown.
180 fissures 裂缝 long narrow openings or cracks. There are deep fissures in the rock.
189 unfamiliar 陌生的 not known or recognized. He felt lost in the unfamiliar city.
190 pizzeria 披萨店 a place where pizzas are made or sold. Let's go to the new pizzeria for lunch.
191 careened 猛冲 moved quickly and uncontrollably. The car careened off the road.
192 dictatorship 独裁政权 government by a dictator. The country was ruled by a dictatorship.
193 promenade 海滨步道 a paved public walk by the sea. We went for a stroll along the promenade.
194 renowned 著名的 known or talked about by many people. He is a renowned expert in his field.
195 appointment 预约 an arrangement to meet someone. I have a dentist appointment at 2 p.m.
196 scalpel 手术刀 a small, sharp knife used in surgery. The surgeon picked up the scalpel.
197 bulletin 公告 a brief public notice or news report. Did you see the latest news bulletin?
198 confidant 知己 a person one shares a secret with. My sister is my closest confidant.
199 exuberant 充满活力的 filled with energy and excitement. The crowd gave an exuberant cheer.
200 assignment 任务 a task or piece of work allocated. I need to finish my history assignment.
好的，现在我们正式踏入8年级的核心区咯。
哇，恭喜大家撑到这里。
这些词汇带有极强的批判性与情绪重量。如果我只是说他不喜欢人类，这听起来蛮平淡的。但如果我说他是个 misanthrope， 一个愤世嫉俗者，这个字本身就像是自带了阴暗的滤镜。
真的，直接剖析了人性的深渊。
对啊，
这其实就是高阶词汇的威力啦。像是 squalor 肮脏，或者是 hypercritical 伪善的，它们是用来精确诊断社会与人性的工具。让我们带着这份敏锐度继续咯。
没问题。201 squalor 肮脏悲惨的状态 The state of being extremely dirty. Many people were living in squalor.
202 muffler 围巾或消音器 a wrap for the neck or a silencer. He wrapped a thick muffler around his neck.
203 lasagna 千层面 baked pasta with meat and cheese. My mom makes the best lasagna.
204 propaganda 政治宣传 biased info used to promote a cause. The government used propaganda to win.
205 emphatically 断然地 in a forceful way that is clear. She emphatically denied the rumors.
206 ruefully 懊悔地 expressing sorrow or regret. He smiled ruefully at his mistake.
207 mulberry 桑葚 a dark purple fruit of a tree. We picked a bucket of mulberry.
208 receipts 收据 a written proof of purchase. Keep your receipts for the taxes.
209 precocious 早熟的 developing abilities at an early age. She is a precocious young musician.
210 belfry 钟楼 the part of a tower where bells are. The bats live in the church belfry.
211 Vigilance 警觉 The action of keeping careful watch. Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty.
212 Aristocracy 贵族阶级 The highest class in certain societies. He was born into the French aristocracy.
213 Confrères 同行 Fellow members of a profession. He discussed the case with his confrères.
214 Chassis 底盘 The base frame of a motor vehicle. The car chassis is made of aluminum.
215 Gingham 方格花布 A lightweight, plain-woven cotton cloth. She wore a blue gingham dress.
216 Patriarchs 父权家长 The male head of a family or tribe. The village patriarchs met to decide.
217 Lattice work 格子细工 Interlacing strips of wood or metal. The porch was shaded by lattice work.
218 Gyroplane 旋翼机 An aircraft with a free spinning rotor. He flew a small gyroplane over the bay.
229 Au revoir 法文的再见 Goodbye until we meet again. Au revoir, she called from the train.
220 Tucson 土桑市 A city in Arizona, USA. They moved from Tucson to New York.
221 Memoirs 回忆录 A historical account written personally. The president published his memoirs.
222 Syndrome 症候群 A group of symptoms of a disease. He was diagnosed with a rare syndrome.
223 Substantially 大幅度地 To a great or significant degree, profits have grown substantially.
224 Marquee 华盖或大招牌 A large tent or a sign over a theater. Her name was up on the marquee.
225 Hyperventilated 过度换气 Breathed at an abnormally rapid rate. She hyperventilated after the shock.
226 Misanthrope 愤世嫉俗者 A person who dislikes humankind. The old man was a grumpy misanthrope.
227 Hypocritical 伪善的 Behaving in a way that suggests high standards. It would be hypocritical of me to judge.
228 Solemnly 庄严地 In a formal and dignified manner. He solemnly swore to tell the truth.
229 Ensemble 合奏团 A group of musicians or actors. The jazz ensemble played beautifully.
230 Lacrosse 长曲棍球 A team game played with sticks. She plays lacrosse for the school team.
231 Residuals 剩余物或版税 Remaining parts or royalty payments. He still receives residuals for the show.
232 Apocalypse 世界末日 The complete final destruction. The movie was about a zombie apocalypse.
233 Anonymously 匿名地 Without being named or identified, the money was donated anonymously.
234 Junket 公费一游 An extravagant trip or celebration. The reporters went on a press junket.
235 Silhouette 剪影 The dark shape of someone against light. I saw his silhouette against the window.
236 Chandelier 水晶吊灯 A large, decorative hanging light. A crystal chandelier hung in the hall.
237 Hibiscus 木槿花 A plant with large colorful flowers. The garden is full of red hibiscus.
238 Burpees 波比跳 A physical exercise combining steps. We did 20 burpees in gym class.
239 Tulle 薄纱 A soft fine silk or nylon net. The ballerina's skirt was made of tulle.
240 Paparazzi 狗仔队 Photographers who follow celebrities. The paparazzi followed her everywhere.
241 Cylinders 圆柱体 Solid geometric figures with straight sides. The engine has 6 cylinders.
242 Premises 场所 A house or building with its land. No smoking on the premises.
243 Mercantile 商业的 Relating to merchants or trading. The city was a great mercantile center.
244 proficient 精通的 competent or skilled in doing something. She is proficient in 3 languages.
245 ostracism 排挤 exclusion from a society or group. He suffered from social ostracism.
246 prototype 原型 a first or preliminary model. We are testing a prototype of the car.
247 chlorine 氯 a chemical element used in pools. The smell of chlorine was very strong.
248 begrudge 嫉妒或吝惜 to envy someone's possession or luck. I don't begrudge his success.
249 cadre 核心骨干 a small group of trained people. A small cadre of experts led the team.
250 sluice 水闸 a sliding gate for controlling water. Open the sluice to drain the field.
撑住，我们来到最后的16个单字了。
哇，终于，
这真的就像是马拉松最后看见终点线的冲刺一样。
这16个字其实就像是品酒师的专业术语了。他们极度精细，而且保留了大量的法语、西语拼写特征。
难度蛮高的。
对，这展现了最高阶的智慧掌握力。我们一鼓作气拿下他们吧。
没问题。251 boutique 精品店 A small shop selling fashionable clothes. She bought a dress at a French boutique.
252 tuberculosis 结核病 an infectious bacterial disease. He was treated for tuberculosis.
253 unparalleled 无与伦比的 having no equal, exceptional. The view from the top is unparalleled.
254 quandary 困境 a state of uncertainty, a dilemma. I'm in a quandary about which job to take.
255 auxiliary 辅助的 providing additional help or support. We have an auxiliary power generator.
256 dulce 甜的 sweet, often used in dulce de leche. I love dulce de leche ice cream.
257 tamale 墨西哥粉玛丽 a Mexican dish of seasoned meat in corn. We ate hot tamales at the festival.
258 Adriatic 亚得里亚海 the sea between Italy and the Balkans. We sailed across the Adriatic Sea.
259 boll weevil 棉铃象鼻虫 a beetle that feeds on cotton buds. The boll weevil destroyed the cotton crop.
260 Pumpernickel 裸麦粗面包 a dark, heavy German bread. I like pumpernickel bread with cheese.
261 bursitis 滑囊炎 inflammation of a fluid-filled sac. He has bursitis in his shoulder.
262 Patisserie 法式糕点店 a shop where French pastries are sold. We bought croissants at the patisserie.
263 cycads 苏铁植物 ancient palm-like seed plants. Cycads have been around since the dinosaurs.
264 sarsaparilla 沙士 a sweet soft drink made from roots. He ordered a cold sarsaparilla.
265 Mitre D 餐厅领班 the head waiter of a restaurant. The mitre D showed us to our table.
最后一个266 cannelloni 意大利卷面 large pasta tube stuffed with meat. I ordered the cheese cannelloni.
啦，恭喜你，这真的是史诗级的挑战。我们一起完成了这场266字的语言马拉松。
真的非常不容易。
你现在脑袋一定像刚经历完高强度间歇训练一样，充满了扩张后的痛快感吧？这真的很了不起。
非常精彩的坚持啦。不过，我想在最后给你留下一个小小的思考。
哦，什么思考？
就是现在你拥有了这266个精细的语言工具，当你下一次遇到人生的难题时，你也许不再只是感到一阵模糊的难过，你可能会精准地意识到那是 anguish 极度的痛苦，或者是发现自己正陷入一种 quandary， 也就是进退两难的困境。
哦，这感觉完全不一样诶。
对啊，这就衍生出一个很有趣的问题。到底是我们周遭的世界决定了我们使用的语言，还是 我们所掌握的词汇，其实在不知不觉中画出了我们能看见的现实边界呢？
哇，这个问题蛮值得玩味的。如果没有这些字，我们的情感和现实是不是就少了一块解析度？
没错，
带着这份全新的语言敏锐度，去重新感受你的世界吧。谢谢你陪我们完成这趟疯狂的旅程，我们下次深度解析见喽。